What's going on? Chad Dawson, not fought in 2 years. I'm pretty sure you guys remember the former light heavyweight champion, pound for pound king at one stage. He was a great fighter in his day. He won a decision against Rankin. Chad Dawson had to get off the floor. He got hit with, I think, a left uppercut that dropped him. And yeah, very poor. I don't quite understand why Chad Dawson's still fighting. I don't know whether he needs the money, but a very good fighter in his heyday. But obviously now well past his best, and not the fighter at the age of 36. You know, not fought for 2 years. He's not the, he's definitely not the fighter he was. And that showed in his performance. Getting dropped against a guy that probably in his heyday he would have battered and dismantled in probably a round. But I don't know why these fighters that were such great in their heyday want to come back and damage their reputation, fighting guys that probably in their heyday wouldn't have been able to tie their shoelaces, and then they end up getting dropped and looking bad against them. He got the decision, but what's the purpose of Chad Dawson fighting? It can only be the fact that he needs a few quid, because he can't compete at the top level, because he'll, the light heavyweight division or even whatever division he's going to compete at, it's full of great talent. You're not going to be able to at the age of 36. So it can only be that he's come back for a few quid, fighting a few easy fights to make a bit of money. But I don't quite understand, when you've achieved so much like Chad Dawson, why you would want to come back. Is it the fact that they're just addicted and they can't get away from the sport? You haven't fought in 2 years. I don't quite understand what the purpose of the comeback. I feel like when you come back in boxing, it's a dangerous sport. There needs to be a purpose. You need to either be, Mayweather was different. He came back, but he was still very fresh. He hadn't taken a lot of punishment. He was still at his peak when he came back. You could probably say when Mayweather came back from retirement, his best performances came after, after he came back from retirement. When Mayweather got that deal with Showtime, that he delivered some of his best performances. So I don't quite understand the purpose of Chad Dawson coming back. These guys end up getting themselves, damaged. Their brain has a chance of being damaged, because they've already had a long career, and then they're coming back at the end of their career, and they're getting beat up, or they're getting hurt, or they're in very tough fights. And Roy Jones is exactly the same thing. I don't know why you want to continue fighting, if I'm honest, especially when you've been a fighter like Chad Dawson, who's achieved so much in the sport. But I guess boxing is one of those sports where it's very addictive, and you just can't let it go. And I think that's the same thing with probably what Chad Dawson's going through. He probably knows his time's up, but he just can't let it go. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. If you saw the fight, let me know what you think about Chad Dawson's performance. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.